Ag rolled out some new features, and I'm just going to give you a quick walk through about what those are and how to make use of them, why we've actually rolled them out. So the features which were rolled out were to do with this relationship between an observation and project, and also between an observation's instrument when we've got an acquisition, to allow us to put some groups in. So the first one I'll just go over is about the projects. So the existing way that we had things, which had a parent-child relationship within projects to allow us to get this program, project, field campaign hierarchy in place. And I really encourage you to still use that where it makes sense. We've got a number of examples of where that has been used. If you're not too sure, give me a shout and I'll happily show you. What we've done is we've had to cope with cases where you've got a data set in the archive that was actually collected for two unrelated projects. For example, you've got a FAM aircraft flight where you've got data collected for, say, I don't know, appraise, and the other one was collected for something like, I don't know, the CWVC wave project. The flight was done for the same time, and the instrument data was collected, and it's used by both of those projects, but they funded the flight. But the key thing is that they were unrelated. The other situation where we might use this is where we've got a changing funding or project behind a particular result in the archive. So an ongoing facility, for example, Gibraltar might have a change for its funding or its project for where it did stuff from the NERT services and facilities through to NCAS and AMF. So that's why we'd use that as well. Now, it's really important, though, that you don't try and duplicate the project program relationship down here. So try to avoid that. If you want to do that, please use the parent-child relationship, because that's much more explicit, the linking between the various project records. And it allows you to then tie in your various observation collections at various points as well. So to see that in the admin interface, if we go into particular projects, sorry, a particular observation, you can see there's a new, what's a change to the field for linking up to projects. And here it is, it's called project lists. So you can just add in whatever you want. You can do a quick search. So if I was to find Met Office, find lots of Met Office projects. So let's stick in the LiDAR net system, and let's stick in some Hadley Center stuff. And say continue editing that one. So I'll come back in a second. This is what it shows at the moment, just one project. Now it's updated, it's got 1, 2, 3 projects. And nice thing is that they will now show up on each of those projects. The list of data sets. There it is. And oops, should appear. There we go. There's the other one. 1, 2, 3. Let's quickly remove those. So that's the change to projects. The next one is how we've introduced a slightly new concept to the instrument grouping. So instruments, to allow you to put instrument groups together and link those to an acquisition. So this is fundamentally to support FAM core instruments, where the file name convention in the archive is FAM-core, for example, underscore, and then the rest of it is as per usual for the file name convention. And we have no way of linking between the abbreviation used in the file name and a particular group of instruments. So you would do it through an instrument group, which would then connect up to more than one instrument within that group. So to show an example of that, so we have a look at an instrument record. Here we go. Here's an instrument record. Ozone, aerosol, LiDAR. You have these sub-instruments. I've added in 2 already. 2, 3. And then if we view that on the site, you'll see in the details section, there's the sub-instruments. And for each one of those instruments, it then has a parent instrument as well. So that's it. If you've got any questions about that, just feel free to give me a shout and I'll walk you through them.